Last Friday, one of the most anticipated movies of the year hit theaters. 80 for Brady is the inspirational story of four women in their 80s who are bonded by their love of Tom Brady. After winning tickets to the Super Bowl, nothing but adventure lies ahead in this celebration of female friendship at any age. Our Lesley Visser sat down with the four stars, perhaps some of the most iconic women in cinema history: Rita Moreno, Jane Fonda, Lily Tomlin, and Sally Field, to discuss the movie and Tom Brady.
Hello, Mount Rushmore. Thank you so much for joining me. 1,000 scripts cross your desks every day, every year. What made you decide that it's this movie at this time?
It was a funny script. We had the chance of working together. We've worked together before, but I don't ever want to not work with her. And I've always wanted to work with Sally, and what a treat to work with Rita. I mean, it looked like fun. And I think we all agree, after decades and decades in the business, it's the process. It's the process of making the film that really matters. You want to have fun. You want to be with people you love. You grow to love.
Don't bump your head on the mic.
Plus, we thought it would be successful, and it will be.
And I have a feeling it's going to be very, very successful. I watch a lot of television just because I do. I love it. And I've seen our promos.
I love, Rita, the part where you had to try to act like you couldn't dance that well. I said, that is really good acting.
Sally is so offended by what you
because
just said.
I thought I was dancing with Rita, and I was like keeping up with her, and I was like, okay, I can do this, Field. Look at that. I'm right next to Rita on every move. We're doing the same. And then she told me she was dancing down, and I was like, oh, okay, well. And you know, in 1963, I was a good cheerleader.
I'm just marveling at that. I mean, that she.
I listen. She was so much fun to watch, because at first, since we didn't have any counts and it wasn't very, that all professional for a few moments, it was lovely to see her. She bounced like a little ball,
it's a Tigger
and I've
thing.
never seen anyone bounce like that to music. I was charmed beyond words.
The movie is so fun. I have to tell you, it's also very personal to me. The Boston Globe made me the first woman to cover the NFL as a beat in the 1970s.
Wow.
You guys won't believe this. The credentials that I wore said no women in the press box, which was kind of diminishing. But I loved when you were talking, I guess, Sally, you were talking blitzes and cover two. Was that difficult for you to grab the concept? It's like another language.
The jargon, the jargon kept changing as we got into the booth, because we were getting more and more real professionals around us, the real ball players. And even in the booth, we had some of the people there that were familiar with this and had been ball players. And they were going, no, you don't say that. And so I was like, okay, I got this. And I was trying to get that jargon right, because that was a bit of leap of faith to believe that this character would do that. But that was sure fun. That was really fun part of the shoot for me.
Oh, no, you sold it really easily. Was the NFL in any of your childhoods? I don't know, Lily, remember that was Night Train Lane and Bobby Lane in Detroit, or you guys from LA, you had Crazy Legs Hirsch and Roman Gabriel. Was the NFL part of your childhood?
I have 3 sons, so football was always in my life, but not as a child. But then, as I was a young mother, it was always we had football coming out of our ears, basically.
Well, Sally, it's well known in America now that you either are dating or about to date Tom Brady, and you might have heard a couple days ago he said, "We'll see how it goes." So why don't you tell us, how's it going for you?
Well, it's going very well. What the?
No, this is not the time to be mum.
Well, are you kidding me? I'm like his mother, for goodness sakes. I could make him a peanut butter sandwich and send him off to school.
I'd be his teacher.
I'm flattered beyond my words. Clearly, I'm like stunned. I'm flattered, and
He should be flattered that
well, there you go.
Well, I'm going to pass it along. You women are just fabulous. Thank you so much. I had a blast watching the movie, and so will everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
We like to have a woman.
Yeah, we
sports
do.
person.
We love having you here. Meant a lot to us. Bravo.
Yes.
Oh, they're hysterical.
Oh my gosh.
Well, of course, Tom Brady is now retired, and he did just announce that he's going to wait until 2024 for that new big fat TV deal.
He's probably going to be an actor, of course, now.
Yeah, of course. I was lucky to do an advanced screening, and it is definitely a multi-generational movie. So if you haven't seen it, definitely go see it.
Well, he has enough Super Bowl rings, so maybe he's doing for EGOT status or something like that.
And I just love how Jane Fonda made our show a little PG-13 there